Before we embark on this journey together, I would like to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you watching. Your support, likes, comments, and shares mean the world to me, and I am truly thankful for each one of you. Now, allow me to say this. If you are tuning in at this very moment, you are a chosen one. This video has been created specifically for you, and I invite you to stay with me until the end, as the message shared here is meant to resonate deeply with those who are chosen. However, if you do not feel a strong connection to what is about to unfold, it is possible that this video may not align with your beliefs or your current path. I encourage you to honor your inner guidance and continue forward on your journey. For those of you who are ready to embrace your calling, this message is for you. Let's begin. The path of a chosen one is unique and often misunderstood. Being chosen isn't just about having a specific destiny or purpose. It's about embodying a higher frequency, a profound level of awareness, and a calling to fulfill something greater than oneself. This path, while filled with divine purpose, is also fraught with challenges. And one of the most painful aspects of it is the necessity to walk away from friends and family. The weight of energetic mismatches. One of the primary reasons chosen ones must distance themselves is the sheer energetic disparity between them and those around them. When you're walking in alignment with a higher purpose, your energy begins to shift. You vibrate at a different frequency, and this often creates tension with those who are still operating at a level of consciousness that doesn't resonate with yours. Friends and family, while they may love you, often struggle to understand your journey. Their lack of understanding can manifest in subtle or overt resistance, skepticism, or even mockery. They might project their fears and doubts onto you, questioning your choices and belittling your dreams. This is not because they don't care, but because your transformation challenges their perception of reality. Your growth becomes a mirror reflecting the areas of their own lives they may be unwilling or unready to address. Emotional and psychological challenges. Walking away is never an easy decision. Friends and family are often your first sources of support, comfort, and identity. However, as a chosen one, you're called to break free from the limitations of these roles. This often means stepping away from the very people who shaped you, not out of resentment or anger, but out of necessity. The journey to fulfilling your purpose demands clarity, focus, and inner peace. Toxic relationships, even if they're rooted in family ties, can become obstacles. Negative energy, constant criticism, or an unwillingness to support your growth can weigh you down. You may find yourself drained after every interaction, unable to progress spiritually or emotionally. This isn't because you're weak, but because you're sensitive to energy and you're meant to guard your light fiercely. The mockery and misunderstanding of being chosen. There's a particular sting in being mocked by those you care about. The chosen ones often carry visions and truths that are ahead of their time. They see possibilities others can't, and this foresight is often ridiculed. Society has long had a tendency to mock what it doesn't understand, and this pattern doesn't stop at the doors of family homes. When you start stepping into your purpose, you might hear things like, "Who do you think you are?" or "You've changed." These statements, while seemingly simple, carry layers of misunderstanding and resistance. What they're really saying is, "Your growth scares me," or "Your change highlights my stagnation." But as painful as these moments are, they are part of the chosen one's refining process. The call to solitude. When a chosen one begins to recognize the need to walk away, it often feels like a call to solitude. This isn't a punishment, but a necessary stage of the journey. Solitude provides the space for self-discovery, healing, and recalibration. Without the constant noise of external opinions and energies, the chosen one can begin to hear the voice of their own soul more clearly. Walking away doesn't always mean cutting ties completely. Sometimes it's about creating healthy boundaries or taking time away to realign. But for many chosen ones, the separation can feel absolute because the emotional weight of remaining in certain relationships becomes unbearable. In solitude, the chosen one begins to detox from the energetic imprints of others. This period allows them to break free from the expectations, judgments, and projections that have shaped their lives. It's like stepping out of a fog and seeing the world and themselves more clearly. Breaking generational cycles. For many chosen ones, the family they are born into carries deep-rooted generational patterns that need breaking. These could be cycles of trauma, scarcity, fear, or dysfunction. The chosen one often acts as the disruptor in these cycles, not by choice, but because they are equipped with the strength and awareness to do so. However, disrupting these patterns can create tension and resistance within the family. You might be seen as the black sheep or the one who doesn't conform. Your desire to heal, grow, and pursue a different path may be met with criticism or even hostility. Yet this is where your role as a chosen one becomes clear. You're not just breaking away for yourself. You're paving the way for others, even if they don't recognize it in the moment. Walking away can be an act of love, not rebellion. By removing yourself from toxic cycles, you're showing others that change is possible. You're choosing to heal instead of perpetuating pain. And in doing so, you're planting seeds for future generations. The burden of empathy. Chosen ones often possess a heightened sense of empathy. This makes walking away even more challenging because you deeply feel the pain of those you leave behind. You may worry about how your absence will affect them or feel guilt for prioritizing your own journey. But empathy is a double-edged sword. While it allows you to connect with others on a profound level, it can also tether you to relationships that drain you. Part of the chosen one's growth is learning to balance empathy with self-preservation. Walking away isn't a rejection of love. It's a recognition that you can't pour from an empty cup. Friends and the challenge of outgrowing relationships. Friendships are often the first relationships to shift when a chosen one steps into their purpose. Friends who once felt like kindred spirits may suddenly feel distant. Conversations that used to flow effortlessly may now feel forced. This is because your spiritual evolution changes your priorities, interests, and energy. Not everyone is meant to walk with you on your journey. Some friends are seasonal, meant to support you during specific chapters of your life. As a chosen one, you'll attract people who align with your purpose, but you'll also outgrow others. It's important to release these relationships with gratitude rather than resentment. They serve their purpose, just as you serve theirs. The spiritual perspective, letting go for greater alignment. From a spiritual perspective, walking away is often necessary to create space for new blessings and alignments. Holding on to relationships that no longer serve you can block the flow of abundance and growth in your life. The universe works in cycles, and letting go is a natural part of making room for what's next. Chosen ones are called to trust this process, even when it feels uncertain. Walking away doesn't mean you'll never have meaningful connections again. On the contrary, it's often the catalyst for attracting soul-aligned relationships, people who truly understand and support your journey. The pain of walking away from friends and family often leaves a wound that takes time to heal. The bonds you sever are not just physical, but deeply emotional, rooted in shared experiences, love, and history. The pain of this separation can feel overwhelming, as though you're leaving a piece of yourself behind. However, this pain is not without purpose. It serves as a crucible, refining your spirit and teaching you resilience. In the silence that follows, you're given the space to examine who you are without the influence of others. This is where your true identity begins to emerge, stripped of societal expectations, familial roles, and the masks you once wore to fit in. The role of divine timing. One of the most profound lessons a chosen one learns is that everything happens according to divine timing. The decision to walk away often feels like it's thrust upon you, but in truth, it's part of a greater plan. The universe orchestrates events and relationships in your life to guide you toward your purpose. You might notice that certain relationships start to feel more strained or conflicts arise seemingly out of nowhere. This isn't coincidence. It's a sign that the energy between you and those individuals is no longer aligned. Instead of resisting, chosen ones are called to surrender to this process, trusting that the separation is necessary for their growth. Facing judgment and isolation. When you walk away, the reactions from others can be harsh. You may be labeled selfish, ungrateful, or even delusional. These judgments often stem from their inability to understand your journey. People fear what they don't understand, and your transformation can be threatening to those who prefer the comfort of familiarity. This judgment can lead to feelings of isolation, but it's important to remember that being alone doesn't mean you're abandoned. The universe often isolates chosen ones to prepare them for their next chapter. It's in this solitude that you'll develop the strength, wisdom, and clarity needed to fulfill your purpose. The transformation that follows. Walking away is not the end. It's the beginning of a profound transformation. Once you release the weight of relationships that no longer serve you, you'll notice a shift in your energy. Your creativity, intuition, and sense of purpose will deepen. This is because you're no longer tethered to the expectations and limitations of others. As you step into your power, you'll begin to attract new opportunities and connections that align with your higher self. These relationships won't require you to dim your light or compromise your values. Instead, they'll celebrate your authenticity and support your growth. Reconnecting with purpose. One of the greatest rewards of this journey is the clarity it brings to your purpose. Without the distractions and negative influences of the past, you'll be able to hear the whispers of your soul more clearly. This is when your gifts, talents, and mission come into focus. Chosen ones are here to create change, whether that's through healing, teaching, creating, or leading. Walking away is often the first step in fully embracing this role. It's a declaration to the universe that you're ready to step into your destiny, no matter the cost. Finding your soul tribe. After the initial pain of walking away subsides, chosen ones often find themselves in a new phase, seeking alignment with their soul tribe. A soul tribe consists of individuals who resonate with your energy, share your values, and support your purpose. These are not just friendships, but deep, spiritual connections that feel like home. Finding your soul tribe isn't an instant process. It often requires patience and discernment. Many chosen ones start this phase feeling hesitant to trust, as the wounds from past relationships are still fresh. However, the universe has a way of bringing the right people into your life at the right time. You might meet members of your soul tribe in unexpected places, a chance encounter, an online community, or through shared interests. These connections are often marked by an immediate sense of understanding and acceptance. There's no need to explain yourself or justify your journey. These people simply get it. Navigating isolation. Even after finding your soul tribe, moments of isolation will persist. This is because the chosen one's path often requires periods of introspection and inner work. These times can feel lonely, but they are crucial for your evolution. Isolation allows you to deepen your connection with the divine and strengthen your intuition. It's a time for integrating the lessons you've learned and preparing for the next phase of your journey. Instead of resisting these moments, chosen ones are encouraged to embrace them as opportunities for growth. Practices like meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature can help you navigate isolation. These activities ground you in the present moment and remind you that you're never truly alone. The divine is always with you, guiding and supporting your every step. Forgiveness as liberation. A pivotal part of the chosen one's journey is learning to forgive those you've walked away from. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning their actions or inviting them back into your life. Instead, it's about releasing the emotional burden of resentment and anger. Holding on to pain only anchors you to the past, preventing you from moving forward. Forgiveness is an act of liberation. It frees you to focus on your purpose and embrace the abundance that awaits you. Start by acknowledging the hurt and allowing yourself to feel it fully. Then, shift your perspective. Understand that those who hurt you are operating from their own wounds and limitations. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it helps you release the need for retribution. Through forgiveness, you reclaim your power. You're no longer defined by the actions of others, but by your own strength and resilience. Stepping fully into your purpose. Walking away from friends and family is often the catalyst for stepping fully into your purpose. The space created by these departures allows you to focus on what truly matters, your mission as a chosen one. Your purpose may take many forms. For some, it's creating art that inspires others. For others, it's healing, teaching, or building communities. Whatever it is, your unique gifts are meant to bring light into the world. As you align with your purpose, you'll notice synchronicities unfolding. Opportunities will appear seemingly out of nowhere, and doors you thought were closed will open. This is the universe affirming that you're on the right path. Reconciliation and redemption. In some cases, walking away doesn't mean the end of your relationships with friends and family. Over time, as you grow and evolve, some of these connections may heal. People who once mocked or misunderstood you may come to see your truth. Reconciliation is not always possible or necessary, but when it happens, it can be deeply rewarding. It's a testament to the transformative power of love and forgiveness. However, it's important to approach reconciliation with discernment. Ensure that the other person has also grown and is willing to respect your boundaries. The return to authenticity. As a chosen one walks further into their purpose, the layers of conditioning, doubt, and fear continue to fall away. This is the return to authenticity, the true self that has been waiting to emerge all along. In this state of authenticity, chosen ones no longer seek external validation or approval. They are deeply aligned with their inner truth, and their actions reflect this alignment. At this point, the journey of walking away from friends and family and embracing solitude has served its purpose. The chosen one no longer feels the need to prove anything to anyone. Their identity is no longer defined by others' expectations or judgments, but by the unique essence they carry within. This authentic self is powerful and magnetic, naturally attracting opportunities and connections that align with their soul's mission. Embracing the fullness of the journey. While walking away from loved ones is often seen as painful or even heartbreaking, it is part of the divine blueprint for the chosen one's life. These moments of separation, loneliness, and inner turmoil become the crucible through which the chosen one is refined. Each hardship serves as a stepping stone to greater clarity, strength, and wisdom. Over time, the initial wounds begin to heal. New relationships, grounded in mutual respect, understanding, and shared purpose, begin to flourish. The chosen one finds that their path, though lonely at times, has led them to a deeper sense of fulfillment and connection. They are now aligned with those who see and understand them at the soul level, people who support their mission without question. The chosen one's journey isn't just about personal growth. It's about the ripple effect of their transformation. As they evolve, they inspire others to do the same. Their courage to walk away from unhealthy relationships becomes a model for others who are ready to do the same. Through their example, they show that growth sometimes requires painful choices, but it always leads to greater freedom, peace, and purpose. Conclusion: trusting the process. In the end, walking away from friends and family is a testament to the chosen one's courage and commitment to their soul's mission. It is an act of self-love, self-preservation, and alignment with divine will. While the journey can be isolating, it is also profoundly liberating. As a chosen one, you are not meant to live for the approval of others. You are meant to walk in your truth, even when it requires letting go of people you once thought you couldn't live without. Trust that the universe has your back. Trust that your path is unfolding perfectly, and that everything you've walked away from has created the space for something far greater to enter your life. As you step fully into your purpose, you will find peace in knowing that those who are meant to walk with you will find their way into your life. And in the end, you'll understand that your journey was never just about walking away from others. It was about walking towards the highest expression of yourself.